Welcome back to True Rainbow Crimes. I am your host, Geminella, and if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. This is part 2 of the Upstairs Lounge fire tragedy. So on June 24th, 1973, at one of the beer busts, a known male streetwalker by the name of Roger Del Nunez was sexually harassing the bar goers. One of the people ended up punching him, and the bartender kicked him out. Now, on his way out, he allegedly stated, "I'm going to burn you all out." It is believed that Roger went to a nearby Walgreens, and purchased a 7-ounce canister of lighter fluid. He then returned to the upstairs lounge and emptied the lighter fluid onto the bar's entrance, bottom stairs, and ignited it. Now, all of this is alleged. I must say right here that no one has been formally charged with this tragedy or anything of that sort. This is allegedly of what I've just stated. So Roger has never been charged, but he has before he ended up committing suicide, he a couple of his friends said he did confess to the tragedy, but he was never formally charged with it. The small fire quickly turns to a big one. The blaze quickly followed the carpet stairway and swept into the bar, engulfing its walls, paper, its window drapes, wood paneling, posters, and decor. Now remember Rob mentioned while he was in the military, he did receive fire training. He was able to help save 22 people by helping them into an exit through a fire door behind the stage. Some of the remaining 42 people escaped through another fire door, while others ran down the burning stairwell, emerging downstairs severely burnt. 12 others escaped through the 10-inch gaps in the metal safety bars guarding the lounge's large floor-to-ceiling windows. Unfortunately, others were met with their demise in the blaze. One of the victims was Larson, the church's pastor, who was able to squeeze his head and arms through the safety bars before the fire caught up with him and burned him alive. Larson's charred body remained visible in the window for nearly 4 hours before being removed. Even though it took 20 minutes for the firefighters to extinguish the fire, once they entered the bar, they discovered 17 bodies piled on top of each other, trying to escape through the windows. The firefighters got to see just a terrible scene once they got in there. Some of the firefighters got sick to the stomach by the smell and the sight of the people and the sight of this tragedy as a whole. 15 injured survivors went to Charity Hospital, forcing them to actually open up a new burnt unit. Their new burnt unit actually opened it up prematurely to treat the 15 that were injured. 3 of the survivors ended up passing away from their injuries, unfortunately. A third of the victims were military veterans who were inured in death due to the illegal status of homosexuality and the associated stigma in the 1970s. Out of the 32 victims that passed away, only 29 were identified and the other 3 were not. One of the victim family did not even find out that he was a victim of this tragedy until 2015. His name is Ferris LeBlanc. Thank you for tuning in to True Rainbow Crimes. I'm your host, Geminella, And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe.